in movies like Empire or movies like Sleep that he did, where Empire is just a 2 hour, I think it's a 2 hour movie where he just films the top of the Empire State Building. That's him trying to understand time. Just the same as Sleep is, where he films his boyfriend for 7 hours sleeping. It's an exercise in the artist trying to do a portrait, and only it's a real time portrait. You can, like for instance, maybe he had somewhere in the back of his mind, if you played it back at fast speed, you can see the subtle nuances in his face as he sleeps, and it's pretty much that's what it is. It's a portrait. The idea of the movie is just he's just playing with time and trying to understand that. Warhol was like, if there was like that's like the 60s nightlife, really. It was like one of the first drug palaces, pretty much, where even rich people from I think John Lennon went there. People from the West Coast went, like Morrison went to meet Andy, and they were just creeped out by the drug underground that it was. It was one of the first ones. And he was, it pretty much, Andy Warhol invented the term superstar. He gave that title to Edie Sedgwick. Edie Sedgwick was a model. She became the it girl of 1966 or something. I'm not sure. 65. Edie Sedgwick, fucking beautiful little elf, money heiress. You know what I'm saying? Sedgwick people, real Anglo. Her great grandparents fucking signed the Declaration of Independence and shit, and he gave that term to her, superstar. That's where we get the word star from today, pretty much. Andy was intensely fucking autistic, so he often used Edie as a mouthpiece, but he also was an extreme fucking narcissist that had no empathy. That's why Valerie Solanas tried to assassinate him. Edie Sedgwick wasn't used to that shit. She's like, "Where's my fucking money, Andy?" Andy's like, I don't got any money. But by this point, he had money. And Edie slid into junkiedom and eventually fucking died. Tragic thread runs through her whole family. But, yeah, those were the first people using Adderall, methamphetamine, all kinds of uppers. They were the first ones to shoot. They were shooting Adderall back then. This is 1965, 66, and they were smoking methamphetamine. This is 1965, 66. These were designer drugs that weren't even a registered class except for Adderall, and they were just running around there, that factory. That silver factory, because Andy, silver stands for narcissism. Silver stands for silver screen. Silver stands for the moon race they were doing back then. Astronauts wore silver. Most halos are silver, you know, and that's what he did. I mean, the camera was probably so fucking mind-blowing to him, and it must have been, because he literally stopped doing paintings, and he was obsessed with it. Eventually, he did get skits, and he had Edie in a couple short movies, placed her in some aggressive gay fantasies, and did it on tape, and didn't even tell her, apparently, what it was going to be. But yeah, Bob Dylan was there. He was dating Edie, and he saw the place. He did a supposed test shot. That's what they were calling them, but testing for what? Because he didn't have anything. But we don't have an Andy Warhol anymore. That just, we don't even have a decade like that where most people get the home recorder. You know, it was a big deal in my day, in the late 80s and early 90s. If you had a fucking home camera, that was still a fucking big deal. That was still if you had cable TV, you were a rich motherfucker. They had cable TV in California in 1966. These people had VCRs. They were called VTRs, videotape recorders, but they were VCRs. They had those in 1965. or 66 rather. These were rich motherfuckers. But we don't have that anymore. A drug or just like a secret drug place where people are making art and making weird shit and semi-erotic / artistic fucking crazy fucking movies and shit that you can only see in certain places, you know. We don't even have a fucking movie theater really anymore. I mean, we do, but I can't imagine. I'm surprised that they don't start running fucking. They should make like budget movie theaters that you can go to, where you go to the movie theaters, but you have to watch ads every fucking 10 seconds on the screen. I'm surprised nobody's moved on that yet. It's like a quarter of the price you can go if you want to sit through fucking ads during the movie. Ads before it, ads during the movie at random intervals, fucking you all up. Why not?